So you all know the Prima serie was kind of trash. I mean, look at this. Just look at it. So Prima serie really needed a new reboot, and it did get one, which was called Energhia. And although lots of people think that Energhia actually is better, because it is, but I don't think Prima serie is that bad, and I think that some of the Prima serie are Gormiti are actually better than some of the Energia Gormiti. So in this video I will compare them and I will basically make a list of which ones are better from Prima and which ones are better from Energia. But let's just start by saying that I think that most of the designs are better from Prima. However, there are some that are better in Energia, but Energia are mainly better in figures, and in art, Prima is, in my opinion, better. So let's start with the Lord of the Earth, Chaos. So let's start with the Prima Serie version. So Prima Serie version actually isn't that bad, like the body is made very well, except that one thing at the left hand, I got no idea what's that. However, even though the body is good, the head ruins everything. They've made the head so bad, it's just sad. It's sad, like how they've got the face completely wrong. And that's the main problem with Prima Serie Chaos. Like, I think that that's the reason a lot of people don't like him. Now, Energia Chaos, of course, he's much better. They fixed his head. However, he has a problem which I think all Energia Gormiti have, and that's that he has too muscular body. Like the way his muscles are shown and everything, it's too human. It looks too much like a human, and I don't really like that about Energia in general. So even though he has a too muscular body, this round has to go to Energia Chaos. That head from Prima Chaos is just unforgivable. Now we have Blind Fury. So Blind Fury from Prima actually looks pretty good in my opinion. Like his head is way better than Chaos, and his arms and legs are just, I don't know, they look good. Good. Blind Fury from Prima is good, yeah. His antenna and the gray stuff on his chest, they do look kind of weird, but I don't know, I can pass it. It's good, it's good. So now we have Blind Fury from Energia. So Blind Fury from Energia, I don't know. Its pose is kind of weird, so he can't really stand well. Also, his antennae, they look more like spikes, and he has the problem where his body is too muscular. His tail is also a lot shorter, but they fixed his chest stuff, like the great things that most Earth Gormiti have. So this one has to go to the Prima Serie Blind Fury, like he is a lot better, honestly. So next up we have Gravitus. First off, those fingers are something 6-year-old me could draw. Seriously, can you just look at it? And that bald head, he looks like he's 70 years old. Also, why is his back bent like that? Like, it looks like he's broken his spine and he can't walk normally. Also, his eyes are so small, like, just look at it. This one looks awful, just awful. And his Energia counterpart is a lot better. The fingers are fixed, and he somehow got hair. I got no idea. Like, I don't know. I think it's better that if they left him bald, but kind of fix it so his head doesn't look like a balloon. Also, why is he more bent than last time? Like, it looks like he as a figure he's so small, like, because he's so bent. But overall, still so much better than the Prima one. This round has to go to the Energhia one. The Prima one is just a sad abomination. Next up, we have Earthshaker. He looks not so great. So basically, his body is alright and everything. However, his hands, like not the entire hands, but only palms, are a bit too big. But that's not that big of a problem. The main problem is his face. Like, he looks like he had a stroke. Look at his mouth and his eyes. Like, his eyes are also not that great, but his eyes look out of place even in the art. So I guess that's not only the problem with the figure. He's not so great overall. His new Energhia version, although he is a lot better. Like, he also has the weird muscle thing, but his mouth is fixed, his eyes are fixed, and he now has nostrils, so his face is more horse-like. His arms are also a lot better, but I don't know, like, I like him. I like him. His face now looks more like a horse. That's kind of, well, not weird, but a weird change. And this one has to go to the Energia one. It's just so much better. Next up, we have Hideout Finder, and I know his name is weird in English, but every name is kind of weird in English. So the main difference between the Prima Hideout Finder and the Energia Hideout Finder is that the Prima one has a more square-like face and has kind of different legs, and his palms are a bit too big, and his face, like coloring and stuff, is also a bit weird, but overall he's good. The Energia one has a bit more spikes and his hands are a bit different. Like, the thing that the blades come out from doesn't really look connected to his hands. Like, it looks like another muscle. Also, his legs are kind of too sharp, and his jaw is now more triangle shaped, and his head is further down on his body. I don't like that. Next up, we have Steelback. Steelback in Prima version is kind of really weird. This is from Mystica, but it's pretty much the same thing. You can see that how he kind of has a nose, but in the art he doesn't have a nose, and his hands are kind of weird, and he has a lot of those gray things, like, but his eyes are very weird, and he looks like he's smiling even though he isn't supposed to. The Energia version is his change is mostly for the better. The only thing that I didn't like is that they removed his spikes on his elbows. Like, he still has them, but they're really small and not noticeable. I would have liked it better if they kept them, but aside from that, there's really nothing bad about him. This one has to go to the Energia version. It's just so much better. Next up, we have Mole. So Mole is actually my favorite Gormiti from the Earth tribe from Prima serie. He's, in my opinion, the best one because he is the closest to the art. Like, his palms aren't weird because they are also very big in the art. The only not so great thing about him are his feet. Like, they're kind of weird, but it's alright. His face is also kind of weird, but I actually like it like this. So yeah, he's my favorite Prima Gormiti from the Earth tribe. I don't really like this version of Mole. The spike on the middle of his head is a lot shorter. Also, his head is a lot shorter and smaller. He overall is a lot shorter because he's kind of crouching now. They made his hands less interesting because now they kinda just have some random stripes, and he's also too muscular again. That's the problem that the entire Energhia series has, but overall he's not too bad. I mean, he's good, but I don't know, I don't really like him. This round has to go to the Prima Mole. He's just way more interesting and way better in my opinion. And that is going to be it for this video. The version of this video for Forest Tribe is coming soon. I will do it for all 5 tribes, and see you later.